You just sit your little ass down for this one, buddy.
Man, I'm good, bro. I got this coffee.
Shout out to Harbor Grounds.
Oh, shit.
You remember this one?
Yeah, of course I know this song.
Oh.
Dude, I'm about to go strap up. Ooh. This guy's never scared.
Right?
Dude, I'm not as cool as you. I'm just gonna be like that classic like white dude when the songs come on. Just like this.
Buddy, we're going to the fucking playoff game today, baby.
Yo.
Woo! Fuck. I fucking love the Ticats, boy. God damn. I'm so juiced. All right, I gotta hydrate just in case they ask me to come out and play today. They said I'm deep on the depth chart,
I have
but
to crack this too at the same
yeah,
time.
buddy, gonna crack. Let's cheers. Gonna crack.
Ooh.
Another good one. Another
Dude,
good crack.
There's nothing that gets me going more.
We're hydrating for episode 9. We are on episode 9 today, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome.
Dude, 9?
To the True Potential Podcast.
Dude, 9.
Number 9. Crazy, right?
We're almost to 10, bro. 10?
We're almost to 10. Look at you. You're getting better.
Yeah.
Put that up real nice.
Yo, there's one thing that I will say about myself.
Yeah.
I take feedback.
That's true. You do take really good feedback.
And I implement it.
100%. This guy.
And then I get better.
Yeah, you want me to take that feedback and then just go to the next level with it?
I'll fucking do it.
You got it. That's fucking hilarious. All right, man. We got to talk about it. We're going to the playoffs today. Playoff football.
Dude, and you know what? It's a perfect day for it.
It is a perfect day for it.
Fall. But cool, crisp, not like, there's not a lot of wind.
That ball's just going to travel through the air.
Bro.
Crispy. Boom.
Yeah.
You know what rips, bro? Football in the fall, bro.
Dude. What, the pigskin, bro, on a Saturday, bro?
Feeling that cold leather in your fingertips, bro?
Oh, the crack of the pads, bro.
Oh, my God, bro. Scoring that touchdown, doing a little dance out there, bro? Man.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
so
excited.
Dude, so the best thing about Hamilton Ticats football, we go full blackout in the playoffs. A few years ago, and I'm making a post today, so I'll show you the picture, but like a few years ago, we had Ric Flair there. So like that was one of the best games ever. Ric Flair doing his, woo! Every time we do like a big play, Ric Flair would do that, and he like was there, man. Like, oh, we just do, the Ticats has so many good moments, but home playoff games, man, are different.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Different.
I'm excited.
So, what's the cheer?
So, we talk about improvement, right? I have a jersey now. Mm-hmm. I will be wearing that hat.
Yep.
And I think I know the cheer.
Okay, hit me.
Oski Wee Wee.
Yeah.
Oski Wawa.
Yeah.
Holy Mackinac.
Get it?
Tigers eat 'em raw.
Eat 'em raw, baby. We are here. You're indoctrinated.
Bro.
There's no loyalties elsewhere now. You're in. You're wearing a full jersey.
I'm here.
You're gonna
I'm
go to
here
a playoff
for it.
game. There's no going to the double blue one day and be like, oh, I'm an Argo fan today. No.
Listen,
no.
bro, you don't have to worry about that. I'm not going to say what I'm going to say, but let's just say the song that they play.
Oh, they're like whatever song?
Ain't it.
Ain't it. And neither is the double blue, quite frankly.
Dude, it's
Those powder
so
blue jerseys.
soft. It's like, ugh.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, put a little darkness
Who are
in
you,
it.
the Detroit Lions?
What?
Oh, shit.
Hey, that's Honolulu blue, bro.
Oh, it's Honolulu blue. Got you.
Don't disrespect that.
Okay, fair enough. All right, Megatron, relax. But I want to talk about something else too. Obviously, we're going to a CFL game. I love the CFL. A big supporter of that game. I think, Canadians, we need to keep supporting that game. It's a beautiful one. But I want to talk about Canada, bro, getting on board with the Jays and the last month of October baseball. I have not watched baseball like that in maybe my lifetime. And it was pretty incredible and also sad. So I want to dabble and dial into that as you double fist a coffee and a hydration mix. I mean, I guess you're going to be net hydrated, but
Yeah, dude. So I'm with you. I used to play baseball growing up.
yeah, I dabbled as well.
But lost interest in it. But I love sports, and I think the Blue Jays run is why sports is so beautiful, man, and it's why I love it so much because and I think what's cool is that it's the only Canadian team, so a lot of people want to rally behind that. But there was so much great things that came from that team, which I didn't pay attention to that team at all the whole year, other than the conversations I had with Will because he loves the Blue Jays.
Yeah.
But when the playoffs came, I started paying more attention. It's them as a team, dude, were like, how could you not want to root for that team? It was like such a. Anyone who's ever played sports, even if you haven't, but if you have and you watched how that team interacted with each other and the media that we got from the teams,
yes,
it is the prime example of how beautiful like a team sport can be.
100%.
Like the love, dude, that those guys had for each other was crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking about it today, even for the team that's about to like literally go to war, because football to me is like this just gladiator version of a sport, and these guys have to go out there and like die for each other, like really put their bodies on the line in football. And like I think this baseball team mimicked that mentality. I think in football it's just a little easier because it's so brutal and like you really have to be all in and love each other that way. But like these guys on this Jays team, man, loved each other. They loved the fans. They were so like respectful and like showed so much love to the fans, the nation. They were out there trying to win it for the whole country. And the other thing, dude, was just watching all of these Canadians, including us, who aren't really like huge baseball guys, just love sports, so we follow everything. Everybody just come together. Like in a time of very much like division in the world, that kind of shit, man, sports just brings people together different. And you're going to see it today when everybody's wearing black. We're all cheering for one team.
Yeah, no one cares about what you think about this, what you think about that.
The whole day is not nothing outside of the 4 hours we're going to be at this game. Nothing else matters. And I think a lot of people got this like really beautiful break from life and got to dive in with our fellow Canadians on like this common goal, which was winning a World Series. And obviously, you know, it didn't happen, and we'll talk a little bit about that. But man, the way they did it was the right way. That's what team sports is all about.
I agree.
Fucking beautiful.
It was.
Yeah, I can't say it enough. And just like watching it and every pitch matter, like that just made baseball different. October baseball, people say this a lot, October baseball is different. Like,
yeah, and you can understand why.
100%. It was exciting.
It makes for beautiful, like, I'm using the word beautiful a lot here. It makes for like beautiful, like cinematic shots too. Like,
yeah.
So like some of those clips of those guys,
editor.
like that when Springer hit that home run. Dude,
I forgot about, like, that's crazy. Like, that's the other thing too. You there are all these little moments, right? And there's even ones further back, I'm sure, that like Jays fans will, you know, think about too. But like, I'm just thinking of the World Series because there's so many moments in that 7-game like marathon.
Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
What I always love about that moment is like the pure joy that you get to watch on these grown men's faces and the experience and everyone in the stands. It's like when he hit that home run, it's like, that feeling that he had, no one ever will understand what that feeling is. We can only imagine.
Yeah.
Like, we can only take our most joyful moment in our whole entire life and think that that is what it must feel like. Because, dude, holy shit.
But isn't it beautiful that we got to experience it by, like, osmosis? Right?
Yes,
by
like watching.
It's like the jubilation of the crowd around him is like, everything erupts. You like jubilation?
That's a good word.
Nice. That honestly reminds me of like the Grinch.
Yeah, of course.
Like jubilation, the Who's jubilation or whatever when he's eating fudge and shit. But like, no, man, it was just, that's the thing about sports. And that's the thing about baseball, as much as sometimes it can be a little bit slower of a sport, it's like once that bat cracks and something goes off, it's like, it just is a game changer. And all of a sudden it goes from like, what's going to happen to everything happens in a moment. And unfortunately it can go the other way. But like, yeah, you start to fall in love with each player. It was cool because you watch like the batters come up and you start falling in love with the rotation almost. You're like, I know who's coming next.
Bro,
I know
the
what's happening
storylines,
next.
you got Ernie Clement coming up.
Ernie Clement. Oh, Ernie was dope, bro. Slapping that bass, man. Love that shit, dude.
Ernie's a guy.
Slapping a bass.
Let's talk about though, like, I mean, obviously the heartbreak.
Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and be like a couch commentator because I'm not a big enough baseball fan, or I think that's appropriate. I think there were so many moments where, unfortunately, they had the opportunity to close out that game 7. But there's also a lot of moments within the series. But like, dude, like the ball getting stuck, 2 guys colliding, and he catches the ball. Like, you can't quite get your foot to the base.
Yeah, like, you can't make that up.
Like, it's just, and this is the thing we talked about. Like, no matter how much beautiful energy is around something and how much like destiny you feel is in the making and like the world's just gonna make this right, that's not sports, bro. And that's not life, dude.
And life don't care. Yeah.
Life don't give a shit. And it was fucking crazy because that bat breaks and fucking Kirk runs to the base and it's out and it's like double play, boom, we're done.
And just done. Like that moment is crazy, right? Like it's so, this world, it's interesting because it's like, you're right. It was destined. It was like you could feel, like, you know when you feel,
it felt like destiny, 100%.
You feel that energy, you feel that destiny. You're like, yo, these guys are going to win the World Series. Like, they are going to do it.
Because they did it the right way. Like, it was all love. You could tell. It was love from the fans, love from the team.
But then this is how real life it is. It's like that double play happened, dude, and it was just snap finger done. And you don't even have time to process it's over. Like, as a fan or even as a player, it's like, that's it.
Yeah, you always think there'll be another shot, right?
Done.
It's like we always have another pitch. We've had 7 games of this. Like, it's not going to end, right? It's not going to end. It's got to end the right way if it's going to end.
And you're on that ride of a lifetime, and then all of a sudden, like, one hit, dink, dink.
Dude, isn't that such a fucking, like, microcosm of life?
And then what do you do with it?
I mean, I have lots of opinions. I know you have a really good one about being present, but, like, I think what do you do with it? You appreciate the journey. And you appreciate all the beautiful moments because they didn't go anywhere. All the feelings that, you know, all these Canadians had on their couches watching this, those feelings don't go away, right? It just didn't end or finish the way we wanted it to, right? But you don't always get the storybook ending. I think movies, like, really set us up to fail in that regard.
What's so cool to watch is it's like, and it's good that I'm not super attached to the Jays because I can appreciate this. It's like, but the other side of the coin too. It's like for LA. They're on this journey of like, we're destined to do this as well.
No, fuck that, bro. I ain't with that shit.
Just listen.
I'm not.
And then it ends, and then you're on the other side of it where like everything went your way and you're experiencing the best thing you could have ever imagined in your whole life. Like, it's such a dichotomy of like what that looks like.
Yeah, I think you're totally right. And if it was 2 different teams, I maybe agree with you. I think the only reason I'll disagree is because, like, there are fan bases that aren't really real. Like, LA, in my opinion, is probably fan base isn't real. That LA Dodgers hat everybody wears because it's so iconic. LA is very, like, transient to a degree.
Totally.
It's like we went to, you know, Texas and we've been to sports places and I've been to Cleveland and, like, you see a fan base that would die for just one team. I don't care where I am. Like, that, I just don't necessarily feel that LA is that. And, like, also all those guys are just big paid for dudes that like they're buddies and stuff.
I think that's a little bit of a narrative that a lot of people create, and I think it's easy to tell that story.
Maybe.
I think that you can't tell me, dude, I don't care if they're paid and they're come together and you can compare like how much they love each other to how much the Blue Jays love each other, whatever. We can all
we're comparing the love scale.
We can all speculate on that. No one will ever truly know, but what I do know is that those guys have worked their whole entire life
100%.
To have that outcome, and they just went through a battle.
100%.
And they just came out on the other side of it. It's like, that's...
Yeah. There's no way to doubt that. From an athletic standpoint,
I don't really care about the fan base. Like, the fan base isn't real, you're right. But, like, it doesn't take it away from, like, the experience
no,
that
the guys on the
winning.
team. I mean, they won last year, too, so it's going to feel different. But they're obviously, they're trudging up the hill to you know, have the same quest. I get what you're saying. And they've worked their whole lives for this. I agree. And quite frankly, the only thing that they love as much as the Jays love each other is how much they love Yamamoto, because that guy just absolutely fucking was an ace, like performed. Like you can't, the guy pitches like a full game, then he pitches whatever, 7-8 innings, comes back in.
Ace,
fuck is that?
just a dog, bro.
Oh, I'm just gonna fucking whip this ball and I'm not gonna feel a thing. We're going for this.
My favorite thing about that whole experience is, and this is a lesson I think, like even reminds me, it's like, you can be all about the analytics. You can be all about, hey, oh, we only should throw 100 pitches. Oh, we got to be careful. We got to do this. We got to do that. Until it's time to step up. And that guy's like, give me the ball. He's like, I don't care how many pitches I need to throw.
Yeah.
That guy would have threw another 100 pitches and he would have won them the game. That guy was a guy that's like, I'm the man. I know I'm the man. I've put in the work. And you know that guy's put in the work. This dude's in his notebook in between innings.
Yeah, he's dialed in.
This man's he's in the dugout doing his pitches, like, to nothing.
Yeah.
In between.
Yeah, he's
like,
just honing his
This
craft.
guy's put the reps in. He's like, give me the ball. I'm going to go do it.
Well, to your point.
And that's cool, man. There's something about that I love.
I fuck with that. I mean, I think, like, Savage is the same thing. Like, I think, like, just watching players who have obviously honed their craft over a period of time get put on this big stage and show up in this amazing way is, like, I got chills watching Trey Savage throw the ball. Like, and I don't have the association that a lot of Jays fans maybe do with him, like, towards the end of the season, but, like, guy was in the minors. That story, you don't write that story. And this guy throws 12 Ks in the World Series against the LA Dodgers, the hardest lineup
strikes out like the
baseball.
best hitter in the world to ever play.
Bro, I just like, and again, so both those pitchers, pitching is probably, like, it's got to be one of the hardest things in sports. You're on a literal island, the mound, throwing by yourself. Everything rides on your fucking pitch. You either are everybody's villain or everybody's hero in a moment. And, like, that's terrifying. So it's like you have to have just, like, stone cold fucking determination to, like, push through that. It's crazy, but I agree with you. And again, man, whenever I watch sports, it always makes me want to, like, be on a team again and just push for one common goal, because fuck, is that ever pure?
It's the best thing.
It's the purest thing.
Yeah.
And even if you fail, it's the purest fucking thing, because those guys will remember the season for the rest of their lives. And like, it's incredible. Again, it didn't end the way we all wanted it to, but
yeah, and I think that comes back to like some of the things that I've been talking about a lot with you, is just like the outcome is great, and we all want the outcome. Like those guys, you can't. And I'm the same way. It's like you can't sit there and say you don't want the outcome, and you should want the outcome, and you should do everything possible to get that outcome. But the ride, the journey, the cliche process is like in the moments of like going through that to get to the potential of having that outcome is what it's all about. And those guys, it's heartbreaking, and it's going to be hard for them to get over that. It's going to take them a little while, probably to next year, but they will never forget the moments and the joy and the presence of being with each other all season.
Yeah.
And you can tell that they really cared about that as a team.
Yeah.
And like that's what it's all about.
I agree.
And it's like that's a good an example of it. And it's like, how do you, as you go on your journey, is like we're all, people listen to this podcast, you and I, it's like we're trying to be on the pursuit of our best selves and the potential that we have in this life and getting these outcomes.
Yeah.
It's like, good, chase those, but how do you enjoy the moment and stay present and don't let the outcome pull you too far away from that piece of it?
Yeah, the enjoyment of the ride.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think they all did a really good job at that too.
And it's what I'm trying to remind myself.
But there's something else that I want to mention, and I want to like segue into for you specifically, because it's much easier when you have a group around you, a team around you to go towards a common goal. But when you're doing common goals by yourself, that's hard. So like, let's segue to your marathon last weekend, which was important, and again, impressive to me, because we're going from High Rocks into a freaking marathon. I couldn't imagine doing a marathon
In a short time.
in a really short time. And then this guy's riding this, belief high of just like, I've been training, bro, I'm just gonna do this. And like, honestly, I believed you. And I think you believed yourself. And it's cool, because whether you win or lose, like, you were trained, you were ready to go, you could have done it maybe. But either way, my point of this is like, you do all this training alone for the most part. Right? You have some people, you have some coaches, blah, 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 but it's not a team. It's not like everybody's working towards, running the marathon together. Like, so talk to me about how that's different, how you stay motivated in that, how you did approach this marathon differently. Talk to me about all those things.
Yeah, so I think like where I want to start with that is like, I do a lot of my training on my own, and I grew up playing team sport. That's all I played. It was never individual. As an individual on a team, I was never the star, or I was never the best player, or I was never the person that was relied upon to be very much in control of the outcome. I was part of it, and like a big part of it. Like, I don't want to downplay that, but I was never that guy. And so I was always a glue guy. I was going to do what I needed to do. I was going to show up. I was going to work really hard, and I was going to bring the team together. I was going to be in a leadership role. I was going to try to make sure everyone's good. When I left that, I had this weird feeling inside of like, I never really, like, I thought maybe there was more I could do for myself as an individual. And I think being on a team, I never had to step into that role because it wasn't my role. And I think that's what allowed me to be successful and play for a long time, was like, I knew my role, and I knew I could do that well, and I could do that and be on a team. But I always had this like feeling inside, like, could I do more? Like, could I have more? And I think that's what really transitioned me into individual sports, was like, all right, bro, there's nowhere you can hide now. Like, you can't rely on your teammate. You can't rely on someone else to step up, because I always had guys on my team that would step up in the big moments and make these big plays and do these things. And it just like, that wasn't always me. And I was like, can I be that person, like, for myself?
Yeah.
And that's what pushed me more into individual sports. And that's what I've loved about the running journey. And even now, like, High Rocks doing solo, is like, it's on you, bro. You choose. Do you want to put the work in? Do you want to train? Do you want to put the goals out there? Do you want to show up? And if you show up, it's on you now. You can't push the sled. No one's coming to save you. Your teammate isn't coming to save you. You got to push the sled. I like that. And I didn't get a lot of that when I was playing sports on team. And that's what actually like excites me about doing these individual things. And why I take a lot of the training on myself is because I want to like figure out like, how am I going to navigate this? Like, I don't want to show up and train. I got to do this big workout. Like, what am I going to do to get myself to do that? You know? And I've learned a lot about myself and got a lot out of myself as an individual doing that.
Yeah. I think it's been incredible what you've gotten out of yourself.
Yeah.
Like, I think we all know that. We've talked about that many times. When it comes to this approach to your individual pursuit of the marathon, which is just, I think, one that you really hold dear. It's like where you started all this.
Yeah, my big goal is to qualify for Boston before I'm 35. It's like my ultimate thing. It's like, it's on my mirror.
Yeah, love it. Sticky notes.
But yeah, so that's been my the journey, and like I committed to that 2 years ago, and I was like, I got 5 years to do this, and like that's where my brain is, and so
that's crazy. Like, it's crazy you have like a goal like that in such a physical way too. It's incredible. I think people need more goals like that.
Yeah, and I just know realistically, like if I'm going to attain it, it's like it's going to take that much time. And I'm setting the 35 thing because like it challenges me more. It means I have to run really, really fast. Like I have to run a 2:50 marathon, probably a little bit faster to get it. Where I could be like, oh, I could age up.
2:50.
Yeah, and I could be like, oh, I could age up. Because once you age up, you don't have to run as fast.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Like if that ends up being the case, it's great. But I don't want to settle for that. I want to see what I can do, right? And so like, yeah, the marathon has been a huge thing for me, and I love the marathon. It's probably one of my most.
Do you love the marathon even after last week?
Yeah, and this is why part of why I love it is like it puts you in this place where it's like
of total discomfort,
total suffering, dude. But like you also have this feeling of like utter accomplishment of like I just ran 42.2 kilometers. Like there's something about the distance of that is like to me is like mind blowing. You know, where it's like holy smokes, like you know what you could do in 3 hours of your time. Like I could drive from here to my home. Yeah. You know, and still be running. You know?
Can do lots of things in 3 hours. I think it's more to the
fact I think that's it.
Body's moving that long.
Yeah, but like,
what's the deal with the arms? Like, I'm so glad I don't have to fucking feed you your drink today.
Yeah, fix that.
What's the deal?
I've never had that happen to me before.
Yeah, that was wild. I don't know if everybody thinks that like I was just feeding him because this is the bromance.
I literally couldn't lift my arms.
Because I wasn't trying to lean into the bromance.
Dude,
it was real.
I'm genuinely telling you, like, it was so much pain.
Sippy.
That
like it was.
I literally, I wanted to cry. Like, that's how sore it was.
Wanted to?
I wanted to cry. That's how sore it was.
Buddy, you were mangled a little bit. But this is the thing. It's 3 hours of constant effort. It's crazy. It's humbling.
Yeah, and like, you know, so you kind of alluded to like this idea of like, you know, I've started to play these games with myself a little bit where it's like I try to be a little bit delusional.
Yeah.
It's like I've watched some of the best people in the world, like a lot of people that have success, they have this like slight delusion in how they talk about themselves. Mm-hmm. Like they're very much like, I am going to do this. Like, I am going to accomplish this. Yeah. And they speak it with such conviction. And I think there's some validity to that when, like, what you're speaking is very close to where you're at. When the gap is really big, where I'm just, like, trying to manifest shit that is nowhere near realistic, it doesn't work.
That'd be called bullshitting, or that's cap.
Yes,
as the
kids would say. But, like,
that's cap, bro.
When it's close... When it's close, I think why you see some of these people succeed is because they're almost like they're convincing themselves that there's no other
1,000%.
option. And so going into this,
but when you convince yourself there's no other option, you go into your training with there's no other option.
Yeah.
And that's going back to like the solo pursuit of training. If there's lots of other options, there's the couch, there's the fridge.
Yeah.
There's fucking going over here. There's chasing after this person.
Yeah.
Wasting my time over here. Like.
Yeah.
It's easy to distract yourself with things that aren't on the actual pursuit if the pursuit you don't believe can happen. But you have to believe this pursuit is worth it and that it can happen.
Yeah, for sure.
And you do both.
Yeah, and I mean, like the sub-3 thing was kind of funny. Like,
those are great.
You know, like I knew that, honestly, I truly believe it wasn't unattainable. Now, do I think it was, like, what are the odds I would have hit it? Like 25%.
Just based on the way you were training, or just?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't train. Like, I didn't train for the marathon. Like, let's be real.
In a marathon way.
Yeah, but
you were training still. You were doing all the high rocks training.
Yeah, but like you could say like, okay, I've been powerlifting, and I'm going to go do a high rocks competition.
No, totally. It's like again, to your point of like the gap being not extremely like.
There was a
You
so like
still run a lot, long kilometers often. It's not like you were just like
kind of
went
like
back to the couch.
yeah, no. But like for context, it's like okay, I was running like 50K a week in High Rocks prep.
Yeah.
I ran 90 to 100K a week.
And that's totally
So-
fair. And this is why a lot of these perspectives are crazy for me, because you'll sit there and go, "Oh, I'm gonna go sub 3," and I'll be like, "Yeah, bro, I love you, bro. You're gonna do it, bro." And I have no idea if that's like realistic. I'm
So-
just like, "You got this.
This guy's
You
like,
just
I'm
will
just
your
gonna
way."
That's a good supporter.
Hell yeah! I'm just like, I'm like, dude, I was walking that Sunday. I was like, I gotta make sure I show up on time. He's gonna be done in 3 hours. Like, I gotta be right there on the finish line. And I get there and I did the whole thing on Instagram, but I was like, oh shit.
This guy ain't gonna
Where's
do
this
it.
guy? 302, 303,
Yeah.
308. Oh, there he is. Here he's coming in.
And so it didn't happen, and that's fine. I still PR'd by
which is
like
awesome.
45 seconds,
Which is crazy, not
which is
training the way
crazy.
you
yeah.
did, right?
And I'm proud of that, and it's exciting, and it's I've learned like part of me going into this was a bit of like a test. It was like
Yeah.
I was forced to stop running. I got injured. I had to pivot. I had to reframe. And like High Rocks was a great way for me to get back into running because I knew if I said, okay, I'm going to go back to the marathon, I would have ramped up my running way too fast and I probably would have hurt myself again. So knowing myself, I've changed the goal and I had the best time. And I'm so happy I did High Rocks and it's all going to work out the way that it is because now I know the path.
Yeah.
But like what this taught me was like, okay, like there's some value to one, having some variety in your training and doing things that bring you joy and happiness. Two, I think having more recovery and more time to train for a big goal is actually necessary. Like last year I crammed so much into 1 year that I was just carrying so much fatigue, so much stress, I wasn't recovering, and it wasn't actually allowing me to optimally get to the place I want. Yeah. What this showed me was like, okay, I trained hard for High Rocks. I had good success. I barely trained specifically for a marathon, and I was still in a position to do well. Now it's like, okay, I'm going to take those two things, and I'm going to pick one A High Rocks event, I'm going to pick one A marathon, and I'm going to go all in on those things, and that's it.
This is the cool thing about your perspective on the like, I'm going to set this goal over like a 5-year span. Because I know it's going to take that long. When you say something like that to me, it's like, what? You can't get there in like a year? It's like, no, like to actually run this fast, this well, it's going to take so much time. And because I need to recover, because I need to do this slow, because if I don't, I'm going to get injured, hurt myself, etc. Because a lot of these people, well, not a lot of these people.
Yeah, and I wasn't a runner.
Well, this is the thing, you weren't. And this is why everybody who's like, I'm not this, I'm not that, that's all in your head. You give yourself long enough time and you can be a lot of things. You just aren't willing to put in the work. The other thing I want to say though is like, you have to give yourself the opportunity to recover. And I think a lot of people try to skip that step. Their brain, when it's, sitting on the couch, gets frustrated with itself because we haven't done anything in X amount of time. And now all of a sudden, I'm really motivated to hit a goal. And it's like, I want to go do it now. And they go start running every day and they go start doing this every day. Like I have with clients sometimes, I have to tell them like, we're going to slow this pace down because this pace is going to be forever. This isn't a short run right now to fix all your problems that you've accumulated over years. Mm-hmm. This is a year-long plus pursuit to refix or mend those problems. Like, that perspective that you had and have on that pursuit is incredible, and it should be kind of just spoken upon. So I'm glad we're talking about it.
Yeah.
Part 2.
Yeah, I think you're right, and I think it's taken me time to get there, and I'm in an interesting place now. Like I really feel this desire to share this stuff more because like I interact with so many people that are on similar pursuits and are doing certain things. And the one thing that has really shifted my mind is like this idea that it's an infinite game. It's like for me, I'm doing this until I'm off this earth. So there's no end. So it's like I'm not gonna ever win the game. Yeah. I'm just going to keep playing the game. So it's like, how do I keep playing the game most optimally? And so when I go into these things, I'm learning how I can play the game most optimally for myself. And I do that by putting myself in these positions and challenging myself to learn what is most optimal for me. It's like a couple of years ago, I was like, I need to be that guy that just grinds, goes, doesn't care about anything else. I'm so dialed in. I'm not going to have a drink here. I'm not going to have this food here. I'm going to be like, it's going to be so much on the outcome, right? And then I realized that wasn't the way to play the game forever. And like,
for you.
For me. And that's cool. and now I'm transitioning, and now I'm finding this nice balance of like, like this nice balance of, for me, of how it works, you know? And like that only happens if you have this mindset of like, you're playing the game, it's infinite. How do I stay playing the game as best I possibly can? And that's why I don't, like 5 years is, one, it's no time. Like, let's be real, 5 years is not that long.
Yeah.
And two, it's like, I'm gonna be doing this for 20, 30, 40, 50 more years.
I don't think people think like that. I think they think like life is like this like mountaintop and you kind of hit the peak and you come down, and that even happens just like earlier than we should say, you know? It's like, oh, my prime years are blah, 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 my 20s, this, that, 30s maybe. Like they just kind of put all these, I think that's bullshit. I think it's always an ascension to like finding yourself and finding what lights you up and makes you happy, even if your physical body changes, right? You're not going to hold on to all that. But like, again, you're finding ways to just get the most out of your life, out of what you have. And it's just a beautiful pursuit. And people need to think about that more, the infinite game thing especially, because then not so much is riding on each and every moment where you fail. Because you're gonna have to get back up. You're not gonna say things, you know, perfectly. You're not gonna handle things, you know, the exact way you should. You're gonna get caught in a moment and, you know, try to navigate it, but it's gonna fall through. And that can be in a physical pursuit, that can be in a, you know, person-to-person like, you know, exchange, that can be in a career thing. Like, it all will change, and we have to keep moving. But if you're looking at it like, I'm just trying to get better and trying to find more enjoyment in life, that's key, then it takes a little bit of the pressure off. The other thing I want to say too is, because people will just be like, well, I could have told you, Dalton, that like going all in and not caring about the rest of your life is just stupid and you need to balance. Like, fuck off. Like, there is such a fucking beautiful like lesson in trying to actually dedicate yourself to something like all in. And then realizing, here's how I balance. Yeah. Because if you don't do the all-in ever, you never actually see your potential. You never actually see what your best is. You never see where you need to balance, because balance to people is, well, I want my weekends off and I don't want to work past 5 and I want to do this and I want to eat this. You know what? You can have so much beautiful balance, and like we talk about this a lot. In the midst of balance is hard, is unbalanced, is pushing through a tough period of time and coming out on the other side back to, you know, better balance, is taking some time off and then coming, you know, like enjoying that and then coming back. Like, balance isn't this week to week, day to day. Every day doesn't look balanced. No. Balance is like net over time. It's like net over a year or months. It's getting into a general flow of life that functions. Or, hey, I have this pursuit, I need to ramp this up. That's gonna be my balance for a bit. And I need to like drop a few other things so I can go after this, so that my next like stage, right, is like, that's where I can get balance, right? It's like almost walking upstairs. It's like, oh fuck, I'm just like lifting my foot to get to this next stair, and there's so much effort into this, bang, okay, now I got a little bit of balance, a little bit of like, I can enjoy this. Okay, and that's what you're talking about, right? Enjoying like moments when you can, and then it's like, hey, next step, I gotta like do it again, boom, what's my next piece of growth? But again, it's an infinite staircase. That would just like, and people are like, what the fuck? And it's like, no, that's like what life is. It's an infinite staircase, whatever pursuit you have, physical, mental, you know, raising a family, like it's just all these things. It's you're just trying to keep building this beautiful life and learning from the pieces that fall apart or the pieces that go together really, really well, right? And then leaning more into that. So, dude, I love this. I love how we on this podcast can take physical pursuits and just these things that happen in everyday life and bring them into like a focus and like a macro view for people, because sometimes I don't think people talk about this enough. No. Yeah, and it's so interesting. There's like so much on that, because when I look at all in, it's like I'm an all in kind of person. Like I still am all in. Yeah. It's like I'm all in on my pursuits and my goals, but I'm also all in on the fact that I want to have joy with the people and the process and the journey. Like I'm going to go all in on that. It's just like directing that to the place that you want it to go. Yeah. It's like, and realizing that there's more to it than just one aspect. It's like this idea of many hats. It's like there's many things within the pursuit that I'm on in life with my business and my fitness and all that stuff that like bring value to me. So it's like I can go all in on those things. You know what I mean? And like try to get the most out of them. And that's just what I've done. It's like when I was pursuing those other things, those other moments were actually occurring. I was just missing them, dude. I was just missing them. Yeah. And I didn't think that I didn't think they were going to help my outcome, but I also didn't think that I would enjoy them. I thought it was like cooler to be the guy that's like, yeah, fuck that, you know. Like, I only get gratification from my pursuit. From my pursuit. But what I didn't realize was that the other thing, and like now that I've opened it up, I'm like, oh, this is
also awesome.
Yeah.
And I think long term, this is going to make me perform better.
Yeah.
Like I can already sense it. It's like I can already feel it. Maybe the outcomes haven't happened this year, which is kind of funny that they haven't yet. But I know they'll come, and I know they'll come in a better way, in a way that's more aligned with what I'm trying to get out of my life.
Yeah.
And that's cool. And I think also to your point, I love the idea of this infinite staircase that you're building. That's so true. Like that's such a good way to look at life. Mm-hmm. The other thing to accept is that is going to change as you age and as you go through life or you have experiences, and you have to be open to the fact that is going to occur and embrace it. And I think what I never realized was like how I looked at these things were going to change as I got older, as I got exposed to different things. And I would say definitely in the last year of my life and in the last couple years of my life, I've been exposed to things that have changed my perspectives, that have made me shift where I want to go all in and what I want to accept, like what I want to do, you know what I mean? How I want to approach it. And like, if you fight that change and you want to stick to this old kind of like where you were before, which was serving me, like it served me. We've talked about this, like the chips on my shoulders served me to get me to where I am now, but it's like, that's changed. And now I have to accept what is going to get me to the next place. And I have to embrace that. If I keep fighting that, which I did for a while, I fought it hard, and it just ends up burning you down until you realize like, I can't fight this anymore. I have to grow. I have to be open to this new version of me, and I have to accept it, and I have to step into it. And once you step into it, then these beautiful things start happening. What you talk about a source, it's like that source starts opening up because you're stepping into what has become the path for you. And the cool, I think this is a beautiful thing about life. If you're aware enough, it's like that's going to happen again to me at some point. Yeah. And probably there's going to be some resistance. There's going to be some challenge. I'm going to want to grasp onto this, what I have right now, because it's so great.
Yeah, I know.
And then I'm going to have to change. But what I'm realizing is that can unlock even more beauty. And ultimately it will if you're stepping into the right things, if you're actually following the path that you're supposed to follow.
Totally. It's like we talked about Texas and how just amazing those 5 days were. And it's like, we won it. We came back and it was just like really hard. And that's what everybody feels like from a vacation. But it's like you can cling to what you just had or what felt really good. And I think that's what people do. Life is a lot of like that craving aversion. I've talked about this a lot, right? It's like you crave things and you want to avoid other things. And honestly, you have to, enjoy the highs, manage the lows. You're going to have to stay steady through it all. But again, you can find really good present moments and find a laugh and find a smile and find, a sense of enjoyment amongst all of that, right? You can have a rough week and then, go to the Taikai game with your friend and just be like pumped to be there, and with your family as well. Like my whole family's going to be there, and it's just going to be a great day. And that great day can stand out even if some other days haven't been awesome. The other thing too, and you've said this to me a lot, is you're just a caring guy. This is who you are. Like, so you have to lean into who you are. You can't fight who you are, even if, you want to protect yourself with other ways you would have handled things in the past. Like, you just are a guy that cares and that wants the best for people and that wants to give and be positive. And you have to just lean into that no matter what. And the other stuff will kind of start to fade fade away from you. Like the negativity around that will fade away because you'll realize, I'll always just be this. On the other side of this challenge, I'll still be this positive guy. I control my attitude. I control my perspective on this. Like, I know my intentions were good and I, wanted to do right by somebody or things, right? So, but that's the hard part. We want to protect and we want to close off. We want to go back into these other habits. We want to not appreciate this moment because if it's fleeting, I don't want to even, feel that care. I don't want to go, date that person because what if it ends and I don't get what I wanted. I don't want to fucking take this job and then, I get fired. I don't want to, because that's already happened to me. It's like you can sit in all these things, that have happened to you in the past that have just like taken away that like joy and like broken maybe the naivety a little bit, but like, or you can just use it and go, fuck, remember the ride? Like, I've left a lot of places and like I remember the journey all the time. I remember all the people I met and all of them matter. And all of the things were a lot of fun, even if it didn't, go the way I wanted it to at the time, right? Like, that's the hardest part, but it's like, this is all the navigation of life. And
I was just going to say, that's life, bro. It's
yeah.
Like, but you
can shy away from it.
Of course you can.
You want to. You don't want to hurt. You don't want others to hurt.
Totally, because life is like this crazy, it can be the most beautiful, the most joyful, the most giving thing you can ever have. Yeah. But it, at the exact same time, can be the most heartbreaking, sad, it can bring the most suffering that you could ever have, and it's this like crazy like contrast that occurs, right? And it's like that is hard to wrap your head around.
Well, we were watching it in sports,
and the only way you get to either end of that spectrum is by just be embracing it. It's like you have to accept that you are going to have massive suffering in order to get the massive beauty that you want.
Yeah.
And that's a hard thing because none of us want to suffer. No. All of us want this. But like in order to get that pinnacle that you want, that most of us want as humans in every aspect of our life, you have to be open to the fact that you are going to be hurt, you're going to suffer, and you're going to have to figure out how to manage that in order to potentially give yourself that outcome of that beauty, joy. And that's the thing that I'm realizing that I've been battling my whole life. I've been trying to protect myself so badly because I don't want to hurt. Like I don't want to hurt because that sucks and I don't want to have to face that. But like I want this so bad. Like I just want that. I think the biggest thing in my life right now is like I just want to have the closest connection to all the people in my life, and I want that so badly because I think that's the most beautiful thing. It's like I've been preventing myself from getting that because I was so afraid of the fear and the failure and the hurt that would come with having to put myself into that position that I never ever got there. Them. Exactly. And then never got there. But you have to let that go because it's like the only way you ever reach that is if you let go of the fact that like, yeah, you're right, dude. Like you could lose them. They could walk out of your life. They could die. They could move on, whatever. And like you can't control that. You know, but the only way you get to that is by accepting that could happen, and it's so fucking cliche.
You have to love anyways.
You just go all in.
You have to still just love anyways. You ever have somebody
that's vulnerability too, bro?
You ever have somebody that just isn't in your life, and it's probably for the right reasons, but you love them anyways?
Yeah.
Right? Or you couldn't do anything about it, or whatever changed, or whatever happened, like, and you love them anyways. You love those people anyways. Fuck, it's hard, but like, yeah, true. And those baseball players, they love the game of baseball, no less. They love each other, no less. But they like no amount of love got them to what they wanted. It just didn't happen, and it fucking sucks. Yeah,
and I don't want to live my life not allowing myself to potentially get to that by being afraid of that. And I think one thing that we try to talk about a lot on this podcast, and I think why we've grown such like close in friendship is like we've been helping each other deal with that shit because life is full of it, and it's like you gotta face it. You have to face it.
I gotta tell you something. So like when I was taking those videos of like the sub 3, making a joke that you didn't hit the sub 3, it was so fucking amazing to like after I was worried. I was like, is he gonna like that I did these? I think they're really funny. Like I think we can play on this because like this is funny. This is what life is about. It's like going after something and then laughing when like fuck it didn't work. Okay, we're going back to the drawing board. Like I just know you so well and we've had so many deep conversations. I'm like, he'll appreciate this. And you did. But like you embraced still that it was like okay to like publicly say I'm gonna do X and then fail. Oh, well, Dalton, you said you were going to do this in High Rocks and you did this in the marathon and you fucking didn't do either. Who cares? Like, we have fun doing all of it. We have so much fucking fun, dude.
Yeah, and I was just going to say.
We have fun doing this.
Yeah, and how happy am I? It's like, cool.
How happy are you? Exactly. Because my whole life's not built on the going fucking sub 3, but fuck me if it's ever something I really want to do. And dude, I like am like so trying to learn from your ways on this because it's just how I wish I had performed better as an athlete because I sacrificed so many fucking moments like being upset with what I didn't fucking achieve. And like I do this a lot in my life and it's like I gotta enjoy all these fucking little moments. That's why this is what we're doing here is so fucking important. Because someone out there is gonna listen to this and they're gonna be like, holy shit, I'm not appreciating the fucking journey I'm on right now because something's fucking me up or I'm worried about this or I'm sitting here thinking about something that happened 4 months ago that I can't do anything about.
Yeah.
God, I'm missing all these goddamn moments, and I'm not even pursuing what I want to pursue.
Yeah. Put yourself into the arena and enjoy life. Like, that's what it's all about. It's like I get to actually do that. It's like a lot of times people will talk about it, be on the outside, be scared to do it. It's like, fuck that, because like the best thing you can do is like put yourself in the arena and create the moments that I've been able to create over the last 6-7 months. It's like, dude, that's what it's all about. It's like that's what life is.
Yeah.
It's like that's the shift that I'm making. It's like if I could just do this, like, and not this by this podcast, although I would like to do this podcast for a long time.
Yeah.
If I could do these things that create these moments and these feelings and whatever way of life I'm living for the rest of my life, dude, I'm good.
I know.
I'm good.
I know.
I've reached it.
It's hard.
That's it.
It doesn't have to be hard. It's just like loving. Like I'm loving what I'm doing. I'm loving what I'm letting go of. I'm loving all the people in the midst of all of it. I'm just gonna love it all. And like I know we just said we have to let go of things, but this podcast we're not gonna let go. Okay, like I'm gonna grab onto that.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, I'm actually not gonna let that one go.
Yeah, I won't tap your toe.
We're gonna be 70 years old. Fucking hi guys, it's episode fucking.
Make sure you love yourself.
It's episode 1 million. We've got here. Like, make sure you love yourself.
Yeah.
Fuck. I can't get more bald, so like I don't know what I'm gonna look like fucking.
Dude, maybe I'll be bald.
Oh, you gonna join me?
Nah, dude. I'll have these luscious locks.
We do the bald episode where we shave your head fully off because you can't let go of it.
Till I'm gone.
Where we have the Dalton needs to let go of his hair because he hasn't yet.
Yeah, this is my next growth challenge.
He's hanging on. Hey, do you want to take your hat off and show the viewers what you got up there? Fucking hair, like 3 hairs left. This guy's still hanging on. Oh man, bro, fuck! I love this life. I have to, tell myself I love it all, even the hard parts. And I fucking hate the hard parts, but I love it all because the journey is beautiful. And like these moments we have, like I can't take them for granted anymore.
Yeah, there's meaning to it, man, and that's why everyone chases like happiness and like this stuff. It's like we want to be happy, but happy is a moment in time. It's like you want to change meaning, and the only way you get meaning is you have happiness, you have sadness, you have suffering, you have joy, and you have to feel all those things. And like I, for the longest time, did not want to feel any of the negative emotions because no one wants to. But what I've realized is like you have to feel all those things, man. And honestly, it's what makes it beautiful, and what makes us as humans beautiful is that we can experience all those things, and we can choose what we want to do with them. And the only way that you get to feel the way you're saying right now, is by being sad as fuck this week when you're sad.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah, you gotta feel it, because if you don't, you're just gonna hold on to it somewhere else, and no amount of like self work trying to get better.
Dude, it's all good. It, right? Sooner than later, I'm gonna be spiraling out of control and sad.
And I'll have to pick up the pieces.
And I'm gonna need you, bro. I'm gonna need you.
Here's your soup, Dalton.
Dude.
I'll give you a little more soup.
Dude, I'm gonna be calling you every night.
Bro, I'm back. I'm back in the depths.
Dude, please help.
No, man. We've all been there, right? We've all been to the depths. And once you've been to the depths, things are a lot more shallow, you realize, when you go into like the little hiccups in life. And again, doesn't mean they're any less valuable. They're really hard. They suck. They matter. But like, it's just, you're not going to go to the depths anymore. I'm not going sub fucking, 3. But I'm not going too deep. I'm just not.
Yeah, and I think to wrap it up, it's like, because we should probably wrap this up. I think like, I think for me, it's like, if anyone is listening to this still, it's like, you gotta find the people that are willing to go into life that way and just surround yourself with them. Like, I just want to be around people that are on that pursuit and that have that mindset 100%. And that accept that, because like, that is what's going to make this joyful for me. It's like someone that is going to go through life with that approach, because I know that like when I go into that position, I'm going to have that person there, and they know what I'm going through. They know how to help me. I can help them. Like, that's the beauty of life. And I think like try your best to find those people and protect that as much as you can. And as I've gotten older, I'm 32 now, I've realized how important that is. And then once you have those people, it's like, cool, lock it down, baby. It's like, I don't need to be adding more unless that right person comes into my life that earns the right to come into that circle. It's like, protect that, man, because it's cool to have those people in your life. And like, when you have them, it's like, you need to embrace it and you need to get everything you can out of it, because the thing that people talk about the most is when they're fucking dying. It's like, I'm sad that I didn't have this moment or relationship with this person.
Right, and appreciate the time with that
fuck
person.
that.
Or say the thing I meant to say.
That's what I'm battling, dude, is to not have that feeling.
Yeah, and that doesn't mean closing off. It means being open, but just, you have to have your tribe, and then you can have the extended tribes and friends that you have. But it's like loving outward, right? But just, follow and work within the group that is meant for you.
Oski wee wee.
Fuck, Oski wee wee, baby. Let's go. Are we gonna high five? Yay! I wanted a cooler high five. I want like a dap me up, bro. Are we gonna fucking shake hands?
Okay, let's dap.
What do you mean, let's dap? Bring it in for the real one. We're going to the Grey Cup, baby. Episode 9.